Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you are watching the post-market show. And it's a weekend, so Friday, and we knew that today the all-important data for Indian markets was the RBI monetary policy meeting. So that has been announced. They have increased the interest rate by 0.5 percentage or 50 basis point hike, and we were expecting a 35 to 40 basis point hike, and it came slightly higher than that, but the markets have not reacted negatively to that news. And so that was there. And also RBI has said that they are withdrawing the accommodative stance till now. So because of COVID pandemic, they were lowering the interest rate so that the money supply would be will not be affected in the economy. But now, since things are picking up pace, things are turning back, so now they will try to look to increase the interest rate just so that the Indian economy does not fall into recession or high inflationary. Whenever the inflation is higher, we see that they try to increase the interest rate by huge margins, and then the economy falls into recession. Exactly what is happening in US economy right now. So India wants to avoid that kind of a situation, and they're expecting that these small hikes that they are doing now, it will lead to the projection. They have a projection of 5% inflation in the financial year 2024. So that is definitely a very good projection when we are seeing the global economies like US, UK, Europe, the first world countries, their economy is falling into they're facing huge inflationary pressure, 8%, 9%. That is the level of inflation in these economies, and definitely India have a projection of just 5% is very good for the market. So in the Indian economy, there's nothing to worry about the stability of the economy in the coming days. And so things are looking pretty well, and the markets have not reacted negatively to this 50 basis point hike in the markets. So things are all right. And so this was one news, and the other one is US jobs data. It came again beyond expectation, so we will come to that when we discuss about the global markets. But let us look at our markets right now and see. We can see that this is the Nifty's chart. You can see for the most part of the day, Nifty was almost flat. It did not react negatively or positively that much to the RBI policy decision. So at one point of time, till after 11 o'clock, this is the 15-minute chart, markets tried to actually break out from these levels, but the breakout failed, and then the selling started. So from there it fell and fell or till almost 348. So if you look at the percentage fall, it was almost 122 points fall in Nifty, but then it recovered slightly towards the end, but it did not close below 17,400. So this is for the third consecutive day the Nifty could not close above 17,400, which means that at the higher levels markets are facing resistance, and it could be people are trying to sell off their shares. So that is highly likely, but Nifty managed to close in the green, 0.09% in the green at 17,397.5. Coming to Bank Nifty did pretty well today after it fell almost 0.6% yesterday. Today it is up 0.44%. So you can see from the first candle itself, it opened with a gap up, but then it continued to move higher, and towards the second half there was a slight profit booking, but nothing significant. So market did not come under severe profit booking. So this is mainly because of ICICI Bank doing pretty well to stabilize the Bank Nifty, but on the other hand, the PSU Bank index was again down because of Canara Bank falling 1.2%, and also SBI showing some kind of weakness. So that was what was moving the Bank Nifty today. So overall Bank Nifty ending in the green at 37,920, mind you, which is below the 38,000 level. Coming to the broader markets, we see that Nifty mid caps up 0.22%, but Nifty small caps are down 0.09%. So a mixed day is what we are seeing for the global markets. Not global markets, the Indian markets. Coming to sectoral indices, again a mixed reaction from the sectors. We see 6 sectors ending in the red and 5 sectors ending in the green. So out of the sectors, we see Nifty Auto falling the most. Nifty Auto and Nifty Energy, both of them fell more than 1%. Auto is down 1.09%. Nifty Energy is down 1.44%. This is mainly because of Reliance. Reliance is down today again. Coming to the positive sector, the main the sector which ended it positive, which was Nifty IT, but again nothing significant, just 0.6% in the green. Apart from that, we have Nifty Finance, that is the financial services, up by 0.3%, Nifty Private Bank up by 0.4%, and Nifty PSU Bank down by 0.41%. So let us look at some of the stocks. So talking about Reliance Industries, you can see Reliance Industries could not break this high, and it is turning out to a very important resistance. So 26.15 is where the markets have taken resistance today, and it came down. So I have a comment from Shaukat Nandi. Let us check that stock as well. He wants to important level Himadri Special Chemicals. So let us look at that. Okay, Himadri Specialty. I think this is the stock he's talking about. Okay, so look in the chart, it is definitely on an uptrend. Let us look at the moving averages. Yes, it is definitely above 200-day moving average. So the first level of resistance should come around. This is a support of 86.25, and so it looks like it's at an all-time high, I think. No, it's not at an all-time high. Let us move to the weekly chart and see how the things look like over there. So yeah, this is the weekly chart of Himadri Specialty Chemical, and if you look at this chart, we'll definitely see that it has multiple resistances up ahead. So this is around 105. There is likely to be the resistance. So 105, definitely looking at a target of 105. You can look to book some profits around this level. If that is broken, we can expect the next level of resistance to come around these levels of around 124 levels. But if the market gets in a downward trend, then we will definitely 105 should be a conservative targets right now. And if we draw a trend line as well, we can see that it is trading towards the upper end of the trend line. So you can see that I think these are the levels you should be looking to book profits, because the next logical move should come around these levels. So it should fall from here. I think around 100 should be the target for the time being, 100 and 105 maximum, and from there we can expect a sell-off at least towards these levels of 74.75, because it has been following the trend line from December 2021. This is the weekly chart, mind you. So I hope I have answered your question. So yeah, you can see that this is clearly trading in a trend line. So I hope yeah, this is where you should be looking to take profits actually. And yeah, I hope let us move up. I hope I have answered your question. You can let me know in the comments if I have. And let us look at other charts for the day. So State Bank of India definitely down today by 0.4%. Canara Bank down 1.49%. So PSU Bank Index is down because of these two banks. SBI, it was very close to its all-time high. It is around 549, but market took resistance around 545. It went very close to that, but then it fell from there. So that is State Bank of India. Mahindra & Mahindra came out with its results, and the stock fell by 2%. And ICICI Bank definitely pulling back Nifty up. Today you can see it ended at significantly higher, up by 2% with huge volume. So the next logical resistance should come around the all-time high levels of 17,000, not 70,000, sorry, 866. So if you're following the Telegram channel, I have posted this update as well. At 867 should be the target. Keep today's low as a stop loss, and you can look to take a long position, and you're getting a 1:2 risk to reward ratio for ICICI Bank. Okay, Shaukat Nandi says thank you so much. Yes, you're welcome. And yeah, you're free to ask any questions. I'll try to help you out during the live sessions. That is why the live sessions are held, so that I can solve any questions you have. So coming back to other stocks, the two things which we have already updated, this was Dr. Reddy. This was given in the Telegram channel. It is doing pretty well today, 0.2% up. Looking for further upside in this stock as well. And Infosys, coming to Infosys, we can see it is up 1.05%. So this update was also given in the Telegram channel. Hope you are in this trade and making good profits out of this. So expecting 1650 to act as a support in the very short term. So 1645.50 is where you should be looking to take profits in Infosys, because right now the market sentiments are turning towards slight bearishness, because we'll come to that But let us look at the global markets right now and see how things are happening in other markets. So coming to the German markets, the DAX is down today by 0.6 percentage, and even the French markets are down by 0.6 percentage. So European markets not having a pretty good day. The UK markets are trading 0.27% percentage in the red. But coming to the US markets, now US markets, before we come to that, let us look at the important data. That was the US unemployment rate. It came at 3.5 percentage and expectation was 3.6 percentage. So a lower unemployment rate is definitely good for the economy. But what was spectacular is the non-farm payroll data. So non-farm payrolls means how many job additions were there in the economy. 250,000 was the expected figure. People were either expecting 250,000 jobs to be added, but it came at 528,000 jobs which were added, which is much higher than expectation, almost more than double the expectation. And now, since the figure is so good, this is where the thing is that since so much amount of jobs being added, it means that the market, what will happen? People will have a lot of money to spend, and when people have a lot of money to spend, that causes higher inflation. And when there is a higher inflation, the Fed will come and increase the interest rate even higher. Last time they increased it by 75 basis point. This time also they are likely to increase it by more 75 basis point higher. So that will cause a major panic in the market. So markets have discounted all these steps going ahead, and that is why the US markets are trading slightly in the red. So markets are always multiple step ahead of us, and that is why you are seeing Nasdaq has falling into the red zone today, down by 0.8 percentage. S&P 500 down by 0.4 percentage, and also Dow Jones is right now trading at zero, at almost zero. It's flat, absolutely flat. So US markets overall are slightly bearish, and that brings us to okay, let us, before going to the SGX Nifty, let us look at the volatility. So here's volatility has not increased much. In fact, it has decreased by 0.4 percentage. So volatility in the US markets have decreased. It's now at 21.35. So it should come below 20 when it is, that's where the comfort zone will come, but still at 21.38. India VIX today has fallen slightly down from 19 levels yesterday. It is down 1.78 percentage at 18.91, so slightly down. US oil also coming down. Crude oil prices below $90 is good, so we had expected it to take support around 84.69. that is where the support should come. So let us expect, so crude oil prices coming down is definitely good for the economy overall. USD INR again today it moved slightly higher, 79.35. so definitely we have to see that we were expecting a further downfall, but that did not happen. It is moving back up, but now $80 should act as a resistance. But let us see what lies ahead for USD INR. Coming to dollar index, it is at 106.55. So dollar index again increased, which makes the market slightly in a bearish sentiment, and that is exactly what is happening. US markets are down. SGX Nifty is down slightly. 17,380 is the level which SGX Nifty is showing, and our markets close at 17,397. And if you look at the picture of open interest, things will be more interesting. Although the markets opened higher and it closed just slightly below 17,400, you can see the open interest, huge amount of OI has been built up from 17,500 and above. That indicates people are bearish for the next expiry. This is the 11th August expiry, that is the next Thursday's expiry, and people are expecting the markets to not move beyond 17,500, just 100 point away, but then we are seeing huge amount of call build up in these levels. So that indicates bearishness in the next week. So we have to be careful trading on the long side. So 17,500, 17,600 and above, all of them added huge amount of call OI, and the only put OI is significant is at 17,000. So that is 400 points away. Put call ratio is at 0.81, which indicates slightly bearishness in the market. So we have to see what lies ahead for Nifty. Bank Nifty also same thing. Bank Nifty closed at very close to 38,000. It closed at 37,920, but 38,000 has the highest amount of call build up yet again, and also all the levels above that. You can see intraday 38,000, 38,100, 38,200 and above, everything added huge amounts of call OI. So people are not expecting the Bank Nifty to rise any further from here as well. And the highest amount of put build up is way below at 36,500 and 37,000. So people are now becoming slightly cautious, and this is likely to be the case because you know that the things that are happening, the China geopolitical tensions that are there, and also the US market is slightly down. So next week could be there could be more profit booking ahead in the next week, and if the markets are able to cross 17,600 on the upside, then we can expect further bullishness. If that does not happen, if the markets are breaking 17,000, then we will turn our biasness towards the bearish side and we will look for bearish trades. But right now we have to wait and see which side the market goes. It is consolidating, but there is huge volatility, and looks like a lot of people are offloading their shares because Nifty rallied almost 2,200 points in the matter of 1.5 months. And if you don't book profits, when will you book profits? So that is the mentality in the markets right now. But then we have to wait for key levels to break out, and I'll definitely be updating you when I change my stance to bearishness. Till now I'm slightly cautious in these levels, so we'll not look for aggressive buying positions and we'll wait for key levels. So with that, I think we have done for the day, and next week there are multiple events also lying ahead. So what is the V for the next week and what are the events you should be watching out for? All of those will be updated in the Sunday's week ahead show that we have. So until then, have a very good weekend, and thank you for watching.